Swaay.Health.
Hello, Colin Hung here for Swaay.Health, and it is the end of day one here at the annual HIMSS Conference 2025 in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I have a special treat for you today. It's not going to be me talking about the recap. Today, I get to interview two of my friends to ask them for their opinions from a marketing perspective on how day one went. I am joined on camera by Leah Chatham and Brittany Quemby. Here is their take on the first day of HIMSS 25. Welcome, Leah. Welcome, Brittany.
Thank you.
So let me just ask you straight up, what are your thoughts of day one of HIMSS? Leah, let's start with you.
Well, I will say almost everyone I've talked to has said it really seems like HIMSS is kind of back to its former glory, right? It feels busy. There's lots of vendors, there's lots going on. So people keep commenting on, boy, it really seems like it's back. And I think that's probably true. It feels like it. It feels busy and crowded, which is nice to see.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brittany?
Yeah, I would agree. And, I think what I like to see is people who are kind of walking by the booth and interested in what we're doing here, which is kind of cool. So, yes, there's people who are coming here to chat with us, but the kind of passerbys who are kind of just, interested, it's nice to have a chat with them and kind of see where they're from, what they're doing, and have those nice conversations with them.
We were commenting before, Leah, that people are a bit surprised that media is here and doing what we're doing here in this booth. Not to be too self-congratulatory, right. but can you talk about that? Because that was kind of a unique response, I thought.
Yeah, I think so. And I noticed people, like Brittany was saying, sort of stopping, like, what are you doing? What's going on here? What is this? How do I do that? And just sort of having the conversation of, well, this is a media company. Anybody can submit a pitch, or anybody can talk to us about paid or earned opportunities or any of the things. But I think it's kind of cool that there seem to be a lot of startups. There seem to be a lot of people who are maybe new, who maybe don't have as much experience. And it's neat to see them stopping and trying to find out, like, how do I get that, right? How do I get a little bit of that, which is cool.
Brittany, were there any interviewees or people that you found interesting today because you were so many people siphoned through today?
There was a lot. I will not be able to remember all them because I think we've siphoned through a good 50 people today, but there was a lot of good conversations, a lot of talk about AI, which is interesting, and a lot of good announcements that people are talking about today. It's interesting to hear different people's takes on AI, and it seems to be everywhere in signage. Everybody's talking about it, but I liked hearing what people are actually going to do with AI. So yeah, you're talking about AI and people, we need to be talking about it, but like, what problems is it actually going to solve? So those were the conversations and that I like to hear that people were talking about.
Anything that you're looking forward to over the next couple days of HIMSS?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to just getting out and really seeing kind of what's new and who's new, right? You have your big sort of standards that are here, but there's a lot of small companies kind of on the fringes. There seem to be, like Brittany was saying, a lot of people doing really specific things in AI, or really specific things designed to solve a single real problem. And I think it's always exciting to get out and kind of try to see who's on the edges in the smaller sections and kind of what's new and happening and people's new creative ideas. So I'm excited to spend some time walking around more tomorrow.
And Brittany, what about you? What are you looking forward to over the next couple days at HIMSS?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to walking around. We're right by the AI pavilion, which is interesting. So, take a walk through there. Obviously, I need to go to the puppy park. It's a given. Saw some puppies walking around that I didn't get a chance to say hi to, so do that. But yeah, I think, we all want to kind of see, we know the big guns that are here, but who are some of the newcomers, or who are some of the smaller folks that are talking about some really interesting things? And then just, hanging with some familiar faces and, our friends and our clients that we see all the time. That's always nice to kind of catch up and chat with them. What are you looking forward to, Colin?
Oh, well, turn it on me. I'm actually looking forward to exploring a few more booths. As you know, I like to do that whole best of show thing at the end. So I keep my eye out for interesting booths. There have been some pretty interesting designs that I've seen. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a couple that have caught my eye so far, and I'm looking forward to doing more of that. Like you, Leah, kind of checking out some of the smaller companies that are around. I have been surprised that some of the larger companies have chosen to go with very small booths. And when I talk to them, they're all like, yeah, we should have got a bigger one. We should have got a bigger one this year. Because a lot of people walk around going, why do you have such a tiny booth? Anyway, that's kind of an interesting twist. But the other thing too, this was the first year post-pandemic where I literally couldn't walk down the aisle straight. I had to dodge around people. People were just walking really slowly, just crowds. That was very noticeable here.
I went over to the SureScripts booth for their cocktail reception. It was just absolutely packed and sort of overflowing into the aisles, and everybody just talking and really busy and loud, and that was nice to see. Like,
it's a good energy. It feels like a really good energy this year.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
It does. And I am looking forward to looking at the swag too. I always like to try to find the best new cool thing.
Yes.
Well,
so let me know, or if there's any stuffies, let me know.
Right?
Final day, we'll definitely have to get both of you back on and get your swag. What's your best of show swag?
Yes, always.
Awesome.
Always have one or two best of show swag things you got to do.
The one thing too that I don't know if everybody saw, but I don't know what his deal was, so I need to find him. But the Where's Waldo, because my son loves Where's Waldo, so I need to get a picture with him, and I'll be the hero that I got to see and meet Waldo.
It's a scavenger hunt.
Okay.
And they were handing out cards, and after all the cards were handed out, you find him and take a picture, and then you get entered in something. So he will be around, sort of hiding out, and you can look for him and get a picture for the next couple days.
Gotta find Where's Waldo.
Yes.
And that is being run by one of our friendly companies. It's run by Swaay.Health. Is the group that's running that.
I was like, my brain was working trying to remember who it was. Yes, Swaay.Health. So that's that should be a fun one.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you again for both of you for joining me. This has been great, and I can't wait and look forward to having you back on over the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Thanks, Colin.
Hey, I really want to thank Brittany and Leah for coming on camera with me and giving me their opinion on how day one of HIMSS 25 went. I thought their perspective was unique, and it saved me from having to be on the camera, but I think they had some very keen insights in terms of the crowds that were back, the fact that AI is spread around everywhere, and how there were a lot of really interesting companies spread around the exhibit hall floor. All three of us are looking forward to the next few days here at HIMSS to figure out who was best in show, who had the best giveaways, and who had the best booth design. Looking forward to giving you guys a lot more recaps here from HIMSS 25. Thanks for watching this, and I'll catch you on the next video.